2.5 months ago, the University of Washington named a new provost. We have the opportunity to speak to Provost Kowsay about the challenges that come with her new office in Gerberding Hall. All right. Thank you for coming on the show.
Well, good to be here.
How have the first couple months of being provost been for you?
On the one hand, one of the positive things is I've been at the university for 26 years. And so things aren't coming at me that I've never heard of or that I'm not familiar with. And I'm working with people that I know. On the other hand, what's been a little disconcerting has been the sheer volume. The number of things that I need to get done in a day, in a week, in a month are just overwhelming.
What is your favorite part about being involved in the University of Washington community?
I really love the student contact. One of the things that I've really treasured is that even when I was chair and when I was dean, I was able to keep my hand in teaching. I used to teach the last 3 or 4 years I've taught in the summer bridge program, and that works best for me because I can do it during the time when the other demands are a little bit lower. That program was transferred to the academic year, so I didn't teach in it this summer, and so I'm looking for other ways in which I can continue to be involved in teaching.
What would you say to students who are concerned about differential tuition or just tuition in general?
I understand the concern. I absolutely do. I think we're working very hard to continue to make education affordable. We actually have more low-income students at the university this year than we've ever had, despite tuition being higher, because we've been able to put money back into financial aid. In terms of differential tuition, I think that the real issue is that, and I think that Dean Matt O'Donnell in engineering has put it extremely well when he says that access has 2 A's. One A is the affordable, but the other A is the available. What we're talking about with differential tuition, if we go there, and it hasn't been decided yet, is we're looking at programs that are more expensive to deliver and where there's high demand, both on the part of students. These are places that students want to get in, and there's also high demand in terms of there's jobs out there. How do we expand? How do we expand those programs? Since those programs are more expensive than other programs, and they're more expensive than tuition plus state support, the only way that we're going to be able to expand those programs is either by the state giving us more money, and it looks like we may get some more money for engineering from the state this year. We're still waiting to hear, but that's something that's being considered. But the only way we can expand is through a combination of having students pay more for what they're receiving.
Is there anything in general that you would like to comment on?
I think this is really one of the few places in the country, and I think that there's few places like this left, that both offer very good access. Like I say, about 1/3 of our students are Pell Grant eligible, 32%, and over 25% of our students are first generation. And so that really shows access. The other thing that we have to offer is absolute excellence. I've worked with a lot of students here that are out doing amazing things in the world, sometimes only 5 or 10 years after graduation. If you look at what our alums are doing, they're all over the place in terms of industry, in terms of government, in terms of the creative arts. I think we also need to be engines of opportunity, places where, in essence, people of modest means can come out and be masters of the universe.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time and coming to my office. All right, great.